Hello again, everyone. It's me. I'm back. Matsimus is finally returning back from his Canadian Armed Forces PLQ course, or Primary Leadership Qualification course. Now, I must admit, I've had an absolute blast of a time on it. It was a lot of fun, tons of experience, tons of memories, met some really cool people, and it was just a really good time. And for me, that's what makes my blood pump. This is what makes my core of me. It's my soul. The military is a part of me, big time. And it was awesome to get back into, being on a solid course again, like last summer when I was doing my DP1 Artillery Gunners course. A lot of fun. And it really just gave me a huge sense of pride being part of the Canadian Forces and being part of a group of people who want to do the same thing as I do. I had an absolutely amazing time. Definitely a challenge, I won't lie. I have done a leadership course pretty much identical to this in the British Army. I was very blessed to be able to be, taking it on again. Because, in the Canadian Army, things are a little different. We have a little different ways of doing things to the British Army. It's nice to learn the different tactics and methods that we use. Because at the end of the day, it's not always the same. There's things that change all the time, the situations that you're given. We were given a lot of different types of situations to deal with as leaders, and I must admit I took a lot from it, a lot of experience, a lot of, really core competencies that I can use for the rest of my career. Now, the course was a challenge, I won't lie. This module, Mod 3, is part of a 3-part course, Mod 1, 2, and 3. And Mod 3 is more along the lines of being able to receive and give orders and to be able to lead troops on what's called, basically, stability ops, which is looking after vehicle checkpoints, vital security points, clearance patrols, really, and all that sort of good stuff. So, a lot of fun. I must admit, I was having a blast getting back into the old section attacks and, doing checkpoints and really just being a soldier again, actually getting on the ground, being, alongside infantrymen. And that was one of the really cool things, part of our course, is actually we had a large build-up of full-time, regular force infantry soldiers from PPCLI, or Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry, so big respect to them. I got along with them really well. A bunch of them are just, all over it. They know top to bottom what to do, and it's nice to have people like that beside you in a course like this because, they're able to guide you and teach you things that you would have never experienced or learned if you were with, sort of a regular bunch of reservists that really don't do this full-time and are not able to, get the exposure or the experience that other soldiers do. So it was really, really cool to have, Reg Force Infantry in our course. The primary focus of the course for me was to try and get as much as I could from it, take as much information from it as I can to become a good leader in the future. And I really think I hit the nail with that. I was able to take on a lot. And, the section I had, we had an absolute blast of time, 4 section. The guys, the morale was always high, and that's good. As a group of soldiers, when you're on a course like that, it is pretty tough. It's nice to have a group of people that you can have some fun with and have a joke and a laugh with, because if you can't do that, you're going to have a really, really tough time for the rest of your course. Unfortunately, I was not able to complete the final portion of my leadership course, which is AJLC, which is basically the leadership course that sort of loops off the end of the entire leadership package, which you get placed in sort of learning recce patrols and all that sort of stuff. That's more sort of in-depth into fighting a battle with a section and being able to lead a section into battle. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to do that this year. I'm looking at trying to do it later on in either this year or next year, probably next year at this point. But my employer was really nice in being able to give me some time off to attend this course, so big thank you to them as well. And as a reservist, when I went on this course, I'm like, wow, this is what I'm here to do. Like, this is just, it really made, me smile nearly 24/7, because I was around people that wanted to do the same thing that I did, even when we're getting shouted at, even when we're getting in trouble, even when we're, trying to learn and make mistakes and whatever, and you just bond really well together. And, that's something I've missed for a very long time, and it's nice to be a part of a course that I can kind of really relate to other people in the same way, and it was really fun. So anyone who is going on PLQ, you're more than welcome to ask me questions. PLQ in general is fairly challenging, and it should be, because you're going to be expected to be leaders of the future. Now, what I will say is I'm not a subject matter expert of the whole PLQ course. Even though I've experienced it, I would ask that if you do have any questions, come speak to me in a private setting. You can come hang out on my Discord channel. It is a chat room channel. It should be in the description box below. If you have any questions, queries, or concerns that you want to know about PLQ, best off to talk to me there, because I don't want to start spreading misinformation accidentally on my channel or around the course at all. Basically, just come speak to me. I can speak to my experiences to it for sure. But overall, I had an absolute blast of a a time. It was really good fun. I did pass, so that's good. You don't want to leave a course and have it fail on you, for sure. So thank you to all of you who are watching this that were part of my course. You know, I'm sure many of you are watching this right now because everyone was asking me, oh, you've got a YouTube channel? So I'm sure many of you are probably watching this right now. But thank you all to everyone who's been involved in this course, even the staff. If you're watching, you know, big shout out to you know, those who were able to allow us to succeed, so thank you for that. And yeah, that's really much it for today, folks. Just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm back in town. Going to be doing a lot more footage in the near future. We're going to be getting back onto the saddle, I guess, of YouTube and trying to catch up with some content that you guys have been asking for. Gunnar Jenkins, if you're watching this, I know you are. This is a big shout out for you because I know you've been bugging me all course about making content. So here we go. We're kicking it off with some new content, and I did promise him I'd do a shout out for him. So, and a big shout out to 4th Section as well. I know they were asking for shout outs too. So big shout out to you boys. Anyway, folks, I will catch you on the rebound for the next video. And if you do want to come out, hang out, and have a chat, as I said, come hang out on the Discord there. Check me out on Facebook. And if you want to support my channel, go check out my Patreon account. It is in the description box below, along with many other links, such as my merchandise store and all that good stuff. You can go check that out. Anyway, thanks everyone, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.